Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn to read and write Hindi. We are also here because we want to learn to read and write Urdu. We are doing both at the same time. Today is our lesson number 50. Let's begin. The very first word is something we have seen many times. It is mere. Mere is in mine. Me, re. As you can see, both ma and the ra have ek hi matra, choti ek hi matra. Written out in Urdu, meem, badi hai, re, badi hai. When badi hai or choti hai, we know this by now, appear in the middle of the word. When badi hai or choti hai, when they appear in the middle of the word, it takes this shape. And meem is going to take this shape. Now we just have to join them. Something that we have done many times. I don't know why I had the urge to explain it to you. You already know how to do that. Next word is Mehboob. Mehboob. This word first write in Urdu. Ma. Then we have a ha. He is the very first one. We have four hers, as you know. This is the one we need. Meh. Meh. Then we need boob, which is be, b, with badi u ki matra. B with badi u ki matra. Badi u ki matra, as we know already, to make a badi u ki matra in Urdu, we have to combine the letter with waw and ulta pesh. All of this that you see there has to be combined. It's going to look like this. With ulta pesh, and that's boo right there. Mehboob and then another boo. Mehboob. Let's combine them together. Meem again. Meem, when it joins, it takes this shape. We just talked about it, and hey is going to take this shape when it joins. We just have to combine them. This, and this part, and this part. That's how it looks. A child's handwriting will look something like this. Here you see I did not lift my hand, I continued like this, but a child would take M and then a her like this and then a boo. It's the same thing. This thing is same as that. It's a little bit more fancy. Mere mehboob. The next word is Qayamat. Qayamat means day of judgment, the doomsday. Qayamat. Ka. Ya, and then mat, right there. Ma and a ta. Ma and ta, Qayamat. That means doomsday. But the way it is written here, in Hindi spelling and both the Urdu spelling, Hindi and Urdu spelling, both of the spellings are wrong. Qayamat is not spelled with a K. Qayamat is not spelled with a K. Qayamat is spelled with a Q. And for Q we need kaf. So that's what you have to do here. But to fix the spelling in Hindi is very simple. You just put a dot underneath ka to remind the reader that this is not a K, but this is a Q. We need a ka, not ka. We don't need a ka, we need ka. Q. Mere mehboob qayamat. So this is what it's going to look like. Ka, ya, and then mat. Qayamat. That means the day of judgment, doomsday. Mere mehboob Qayamat Hogi. Ho is very simple. That's a her. We need to make another loop to make a join a oki mat to make a oki matra. Wow, that's how we make ho. Oki matra, and then gi, which is just gaf and a choti. G and choti is gives us badi ki matra. That's a gi. Let's join them together. Gaf. And then you continue like this. There you go. That reads Mere Mehboob Qayamat Hogi. He's talking to his lover. Mehboob is a lover. He's talking to his lover. My lover, my love, today is the doomsday. Today is the end. Today I end my sorrow, my grief, my frustration with you. I'm done. We're done. This is the end day. This is the doomsday. Qayamat here does not mean in a literal sense. Let's do the next line. The first word is Aaj. 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 Aaj as in today. Aaj Ruswa. Re with the U ki matra. R with the U ki matra. And then Seen, So, and then Wa. Ruswa. We'll worry about in a second what it means. Let's first concentrate on the learning to write the thing. Ruswa. Now, somebody who is a beginner like myself, who is very beginner, I did not know any Hindi at all. Well, we can converse. Pakistani and Indians very easily we can converse with each other. But I'm here to learn to read and write Hindi. I could not do that before. So as a beginner in Hindi, to me, Ruswa should be written like this, because it's a Uki matra. I don't know why. I have never figured it out. I have not yet figured. I have not yet figured it out. But for some strange reason, instead of Uki matra going underneath the R, I've seen it written like this. Well, there are two things that confuse me. First of all, even if you were going to put in the side, since it is Uki matra, shouldn't it go like that on the side? It should go like this to the side, at least to me, because that's the Uki matra. What I see here on the side here, written like this, to me, looks like a Badi Uki matra. But that's how it's written. I don't know why. It's not a Badi Uki matra, but that's how we write Ruswa. Let's combine them together. So Seen is going to take a shape like this. We're going to make two loops for Seen, and it's going to have one more loop to join the Vav. It's going to join one more. There you go, we just did it. Ru is going to stay by itself. Ru, and then Sa and Wa. Now, what I wrote here was a lazy man's way of writing. This is a Ru. What we need is two loops for Sa, one more loop for Vav, like this. This is what it looks like. But most of the time, as I've explained to you over and over again, most of the time people do not take the time to make two loops for the Sa, one more loop to join the next letter. They just make one long one. And reader will understand that that's a Sa. This long part here is a Sa. This part that you see there, one big thing here, this part here is Sa. Ruswa. What does it mean to be Ruswa? Ruswa means to bring your name into disrepute, to bring one's name into disrepute. I'm going to give you a simple word, very simple word for a synonym so that we can understand it. Synonym of Ruswa is this word right here. B, D, and then Naam. Badnaam. आप अगर बदनाम हो गए, that means your reputation is ruined. That's what Ruswa means. बदनाम हो जाना. Badnaam, Ruswa, same thing. Aaj Ruswa. Ruswa is already here. Aaj Ruswa. And this is not a new word. Ruswa is something that we came across one more time before on day number 35. We've been watching the videos in sequence. On day number 35, we were dealing with very famous Indian singer Asha Bhosle. And Asha Bhosle told us, "Ik tum hi nahi tanha, ulfat mein meri ruswa." You're not the only one whose name, whose reputation, you're not the only one whose name is brought into disrepute, jiska naam badnaam ho gaya hai. Ulfat mein meri ruswa, in my love. That ruswa is right there. Same exact word. एक तुम ही नहीं तन्हा उल्फत में मेरी रुसवा, इस शहर में तुम जैसे दीवाने हज़ारों हैं, इन आँखों की मस्ती के मस्ताने हज़ारों हैं, इन आँखों से वाबस्ता अफसाने हज़ारों हैं. Very famous song from, not Mughal Azam, from, I forget the name now. Umrao Jan, I think it was. That song, that one, this is the word we came across on day number 35. Aaj Ruswa, Teri. Teri. The next word, I'm going to here pause for a second because it's not really actually a vocab word, but I'm going to pause anyway. The word is this. Ga and then li. Lam and yi. Gali. Gali. Ga, la and badi ki matra. Gali. When we put them together, it's going to look like this. Ga, when it joins, it looks like this. That's a ga and then a la. That's how it looks like. Gali. What does gali mean? Gully is not a main thoroughfare. Gully is not a main street. It's not a main thoroughfare. It's not a grand avenue. Gully is a side street, a lane, an alley. A lane, an alley, a street is called gully. Plural of gully would be gully. Let's not waste time here. The plural would be gulliyan, and another form of the plural is galion. Galion is what we need here right now. Galion, what we need here. So galion would be like this. Ga. Oh, it's not a badi ki matra. Gali is, in my notes, is a choti ki. All of a sudden it became choti ki matra. How would that work? No, it's a badi ki matra. I don't know. This is what I have written here. Ga, li, yon. With nun gunna. Just give me a second. Right. Yes, it is choti ki matra. Choti ki matra. Ga, li, yon. Yo is not gali yo, is gali yon. With the nasalized n at the end, the nasalized n at the end of the word. And for that, in Urdu, we use what is known as nun gunna. We have learned this already before. We spent 3 days on it. In Hindi, the nun gunna is represented here with a dot or sometimes with a half moon. Let's see how I wrote down my notes here. Aaj ruswa teri galiyon. It's just a dot. Galiyon. Aaj ruswa teri galiyon. Me. Same idea. Nun gunna. Me. It's not a me. It's me. Me. Mohabbat hogi. Let's put down mohabbat. Meem, he, mohab, and then ba and ta. With a uki matra, mohabbat. So the ba appears twice. The ba appears twice. So we have a ma, then a ha. And since it appears twice, the ba appears twice. Mohab, and then bat. In Urdu, we have a concept called tashdid, something also we have learned before in the past videos. As I keep reminding you every time, if you are here really to learn the language, how to read and write, you have to watch the videos in sequence. The concept in Urdu is called tashdid. Tashdid is how we tackle when a sound is repeated, when a letter is repeated in the spelling. In Hindi, we use half a letter. So in mohabbat, the first ba is going to be half because it joins with the ha. Mohab. Hab is together. Mohab. So this half ba tells us that it is to be pronounced with the ha. Moha and then other ba. Mohabbat. That's how we write mohabbat. We need ukimat, mohabbat. There we go. It reads Aaj rushwa teri galiyon mein mohabbat. The last word is very easy. Hogi. Same as before we did. So we have to put them together. So the meme is going to take this shape to which we join the he, then a be, and then a te. Be is written only once and you put this symbol on top of it, and that's the symbol I was telling you about. That's called tashdid. Tashdid tells us that this letter is to be pronounced twice. First only half with the preceding letter ha, it becomes ha, and then bat. Mu, ha, mu, hab, bat. Now I'm going to rewrite the same word in a little bit of a grown up writing. That's not how we're going to see it in print. That's not how you see it in the books. That's not how it's going to be written. This is how it's going to be written. This is how we can see it. Mu, ha, bat. You see the difference? Here, to join the ma with the ha, we did not have to lift our hand. Here we lifted our hand. Aaj ruswa teri galiyon mein. Oh, we never joined the galiyon. Let's do gali together. So the g, as we talked about before, it's going to be like this, gali, and then you just join the yo. Just join the yo with it. There you go. Galion. Let me rewrite it. गलियों. There you go. That looks much better. आज रुस्वा तेरी गलियों में मोहब्बत होगी. होगी. Nothing new. That's a very simple thing. There you go. Today you will bring the name of love, the name of true love into disrepute. You will badnaam ho jayegi. Mohabbat badnaam ho jayegi. You will give love a bad name. Today, in your neighborhood, gali means neighborhood, side streets, people where people live, galiyan. In your neighborhood, you will bring the name of the love into disrepute. You will give love a bad reputation. Let's do the next line. Aaj ruswa teri galiyon mein mohabbat hogi. That's what it says. नाम निकलेगा. नाम, that's very straightforward. नाम निकलेगा. नाम निकले. निकले would be noon with छोटी की मात्रा. न with छोटी की मात्रा. नी. क. And then lam with a badi hai. That's a ek hi matra. Oh, that's not a k, that's a l. Nikle. Nikle, and then ga will simply be gaf and alif. Let's put it together. So it's going to look like this. Noon, kaf. So we're going to join the L, and then since chotiye is the last letter, sorry, badiya, this badiya here, since it's the last letter of the word, it's going to take its full form. So this is ni, ka, this part is ka, right here, this part is ka, this right here is a ka, this is the na, right here, this thing is a na. Oh, na should have a dot inside, not outside. If you put it underneath, it becomes ba. That's a na. Right there, it's inside. Nikle. There you go, nikle. There we go. Now, I didn't mean to do it, but that's how it came out, and that's how it's written also. That's another ka. This is right and this is right. I'm not going to rewrite it, but that's what it is. You can write your ka just like the way I did it here, right here, or you can write it like that. That's a ka. This part is ka. This is a na, nikle. Naam niklega. Ga is very straightforward. Ga is just ga. So ga, when it's about to join something, it takes this shape. That's what that is. To which you join the alif. To which you give it aki matra. And becomes like that. The fact that here the line is all the way here touching it, here I was sloppy, it makes no difference. It's legible. Naam niklega. Tera, yours. Tera. Naam niklega. Tera hi. Tera hi. He here means only your name will come to what? Will come. And the next word is very straightforward. It only has two letters, lab. La and a ba. Lab. You know what lab means? Lab means lips. Lips. Another synonym just comes to my mind right now, which is haunt. We'll write it in a second. Haunt. Let's do it right now. Haunt. Haunt. It's not Okay, let me first write the wrong way. This one I'll just write down is honata. It's not honata. This middle end that you see there is nasalized. It's not pronounced in its entirety. It's nasalized. It's not honed. It's not honed. It's honed. So to emphasize the fact that this is not a full end, this is a nun gunna. Again, this is a concept we have learned also before. This is a nun gunna. To emphasize it, this na, we still have to write the entire n in Urdu. And then on top of that you put this symbol. But in Hindi we don't do this thing. We don't write the n at all. We replace the n with a dot. And now that reads ho. It no longer reads ho. It no longer reads ho. It reads ho. Haunt. Haunt. There you go. Haunt means lips. That's what this is. Lab. Lab, haunt, they're synonyms, as I said. Naam niklega tera hi lab se. Say. Say is seen and the badi hai. When you join, it takes two loops and then you join with the badi hai. Say. Naam niklega tera hi lab se. Only your words. Yours is the only name rather, not word. Yours is the only name that will escape my lips when what happens? Well, we'll find out in the next line what happens. Yours is the only name that will escape my lips, that will come out of my lips. Here it says lips, but in English we say mouth. Yours is the only name that will come out of my mouth, that will escape my lips as something happens. John, which means life. John. Jab means when. Jab. John jab. Is choti ki matra and a so. Is. John jab is. You can also write is. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. That's a e, choti ki matra, e, and then a sa. It should be written like this. Strictly speaking, most people don't read it. Most people do not take their time. They just make a one long loop instead of making two small loops. That's is. That's a sa. John jab is. The next word is the vocab word. Let's first learn the vocab word before we go any further. The word is this one. Let's do this one. Calm. Simple, straightforward word. We know what calm means. Calm means to work or something that works. Something that works, we say kaam karta hai. Kaam karta hai means it works. If something does not work, we call it nakam. Nakam. Now, nakam, the word nakam has several meanings. It can be, nakam can also mean something that is useless because it doesn't work, something that is useless, something that is worthless, something that's failed. Nakam ho gaya means to fail. To fail is something. Main nakam ho gaya, I failed, I did not succeed. Nakam. So, nakam can mean useless, worthless, failed, unsuccessful, but none of those meanings apply here. The other meaning of the word nakam is disappointed. I don't know, I have the urge to write these words in English language. I have never figured it out. Disappointed. Disappointed as in unhappy. That's what nakam means here. It doesn't mean failed or unsuccessful. It means disappointed. That's another meaning of the word nakam. To which, in the front, we're going to put down dil. Okay, keep listening. Dil. Oh, this is not going to work in Hindi. In Hindi, we need more room here. Well, let's continue anyway. It's choti ki matra. So what it reads, the way it is written in Urdu, pay very close attention because it's going to get a little tricky. This symbol is called zer. We have done this many times, hundreds of times by now probably. That's a choti ki matra which serves as, that's a zer, that's called zer, which serves a choti ki matra. You with me? So what it reads so far is dil, which means hard, and this means disappointed. It says hard, disappointed. To combine the two words, we're going to make a compound word out of it. They're going to combine together by putting other symbol underneath the la. But this is not a iki matra. This is not a choti iki matra. How do we tell this is not a choti iki matra? Because it appears at the very end of the word. No word in Hindi or Urdu you will find ever, no word will ever end with a choti iki matra. And yet it ends with a choti iki matra because this is not a choti iki matra. This is not a zer. It looks exactly like a zer, but it is not a zer. It performs another function. It changes the sound of la. It changes the la into le. And now it becomes dile nakam. Dile nakam means useless, or rather disappointed heart. Dile nakam. That's how it's read. And what converts dil, la into le is this part. And this is how we would write it in Hindi. So we need dil, we have dil. And now we need a. Delay, nakam. Nakam. And we already know what delay nakam means. Delay nakam means disappointed heart. Heart that is disappointed. Jaan jab is delay nakam. Jaan jab is delay nakam say. The next one is another vocab word, a tough one actually. Let's slow down and learn it properly. The word is ru. Again, this ru here. First of all, ru should have coming down straight. It comes down straight and then like this. Otherwise, it becomes a da. This is a da. That's a ra. Ru. Then we have a ka. But ka, this ka. So we put a dot underneath to remind ourselves it's this ka. Otherwise, the other ka is kaf and a ha, kaf and do chashmi hai, right here. And that gives us kh. And that is the exact equivalent of ka. This is the exact equivalent of ka. This ka, the actual ka in Hindi, is simply a combination of K and H. Kaf and a do chashmi hai. That's not the ka we need here. We have other ka in Urdu, which is this word right here, this letter right here. To remind ourselves that we need this ka and not this ka, we put a dot underneath it. So far it reads, oh, I don't know why I have it to say. So far it should read ruk. Uki matra, and then a ka, with a dot, rooks, and then we need this. So, and a ta. Let's first fix the spelling. Both Hindi and Urdu, they are both misspelled. Let's first fix the Urdu part. We have two sas. As you already know, we have this sa, which is the exact equivalent of this sa. But then we have another sa, which is called swad. That's a zwad, that's a z. Where is the swad? When did we learn it? Right there, swad. As you can see, there's an approximate sign here next to sa. We learned it on day number 6. This sa is what we need here. The correct spelling calls for swad and not seen. There we go. Now it reads ruksat. So this spelling is fixed. We just have to combine them together. Let's fix the Urdu. The Hindi spelling, again, the same thing. I don't know why. Instead of putting uki matra underneath the ra, it's written like this. I do not know why. One day I will find out from somebody. I'll ask somebody why the Hindi is written like that with the ra. Ra is a strange word. Sometimes the ra appears on top of another letter like that, and that becomes a ra if you write on top of something else. Let's put it together. Ruksat. So, ru is just going to stay ru. Kha takes this shape. And then swad, it's going to continue. This is how we make swad. We need one more loop to combine with the ta. Oh no, we don't need one more. Kha, sa, and ta. Rukhsat. Let me look at my notes to make sure I wrote it correctly. Yeah, that looks all right, I guess. Rukhsat. We do need to have a look. Rukhsat. That's a so. That's a swat. And we need a dot on top of rukhsat. What does rukhsat mean? Rukhsat means to depart, to leave, to go away. Rukhsat. Rukhsat means to depart, to leave. Hogi. Hogi is very straightforward. We have done it before. Hogi. There is nothing to it. And what does it read? Jaan jab is dile nakam. Jaan jab is dile nakam se rukhsat hogi. Jaan means life. Life. When the life leaves my disappointed heart. That's what it says. When the life departs. When the life departs my disappointed heart. Jaan jab dile nakam se rukhsat hogi. So what happens when the life is snuffed out of his disappointed heart? Well, at that precise moment, he tells us in the previous line what happens. He says, Naam niklega tera, naam niklega tera, naam niklega tera hi, lab se. At that point, at that precise moment in my life, when I take my very last breath, as the life departs my disappointed heart, the only name that will escape from my lips is yours. We're going to stop right here. Bye now.